Hi, everyone. Take a moment and really listen to this, because what you're about to hear isn't nostalgia and it isn't bitterness. At 95 years old, Clint Eastwood no longer speaks to impress anyone. Time has stripped away the need for approval, leaving only truth. His voice is calm, steady, and shaped by nearly a century of struggle, creation, and survival in Hollywood. And now, looking back, he isn't searching for praise or vindication. He's revealing something far more powerful: honesty, about himself, about an industry that no longer resembles the one that built him. And for the first time, Clint Eastwood finally speaks openly about Rob Reiner, not with anger, but with clarity. Stay with us, because this truth hits deeper than you expect. Clinton Eastwood Jr. was born on May 31, 1930 in San Francisco, California, during the depths of the Great Depression. His childhood was defined by movement and uncertainty. His family followed work wherever it appeared, drifting across California, never staying long enough to feel rooted. That restless upbringing shaped his emotional core. He learned early how to rely on himself, how to stay quiet, how to observe rather than demand attention. As a boy, Clint was reserved and introspective. He wasn't drawn to crowds or noise. He preferred listening. Music became his private refuge, especially jazz and the piano. Those sounds taught him rhythm and restraint, lessons that would later surface in his films through silence, tension, and moments that spoke louder than words. Before fame ever touched his life, Eastwood lived as a working man. He held jobs as a lifeguard, lumberjack, and gas station attendant. There was no safety net. These years grounded him in the reality of ordinary people, men and women who worked hard, endured quietly, and kept moving forward without applause. That respect for everyday resilience never left him. After serving in the U.S. Army, Clint Eastwood drifted toward Hollywood, not with confidence, but curiosity. His early acting career was marked by rejection. In the mid-1950s, Universal Pictures signed him, then quickly lost faith. Studio executives criticized his appearance, his voice, and his perceived lack of charisma. He was labeled expendable before he ever had a chance to grow. But rejection didn't break him. It hardened him. That risk came when he made a decision that stunned Hollywood, leaving American television to work in Italy. In the mid-1960s, Eastwood accepted a modestly paid role in Sergio Leone's westerns, A Fistful of Dollars, for a few dollars more, and The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. These films didn't just revive the Western genre, they reinvented it. His man-with-no-name character barely spoke, yet commanded the screen with stillness and moral ambiguity. Through silence and restraint, Clint Eastwood redefined masculinity. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't verbose. His power came from presence. Those films made him an international star and permanently changed cinema's visual language. Just as importantly, they gave him control over his career. Returning to Hollywood in the late 1960s and early 1970s, Eastwood became one of the industry's most bankable stars. Films like Dirty Harry cemented his image as a tough enforcer of justice. The character of Harry Callahan sparked intense debate, praised as a reflection of public frustration with crime, and criticized as a symbol of authoritarianism. Clint rejected both extremes. He insisted his characters were not political slogans, but moral questions. Throughout this era, he demonstrated remarkable versatility, starring in westerns, thrillers, comedies, romances, and action films. Movies like Play Misty for Me, High Plains Drifter, The Outlaw Josie Wales, Every Which Way But Loose, and Escape from Alcatraz showcased his growing confidence both on screen and behind the camera.
As a director, Clint Eastwood embraced restraint, silence, and trust in performance. His vision peaked with Unforgiven, 1992, which redefined cinematic violence and earned Academy Awards for Best Director and Best Picture. Films like Mystic River, $1 Million Baby, Gran Torino, and Letters from Iwo Jima confirmed his legacy. Honors including the Golden Lion, Legion of Honor, and AFI Life Achievement Award recognized his global impact. Behind the achievements, however, was a complicated personal life. Clint Eastwood married Margaret Jennings Johnson on December 19, 1953, long before fame arrived. She stood beside him during years of uncertainty, rejection, and financial strain. When success finally came through Rawhide and later exploded with the Sergio Leone films and Dirty Harry, their marriage faced intense pressure. Maggie Johnson valued privacy, while Clint Eastwood lived under constant public scrutiny. Long periods apart, combined with acknowledged infidelities, placed increasing strain on their marriage. Still, they remained legally married for decades, connected by shared history, responsibility, and their children. Together, they raised Kyle Eastwood, who went on to become a respected jazz musician, and Allison Eastwood, who pursued a career in acting and filmmaking. In 1978, after 25 years together, Clint Eastwood and Maggie Johnson separated, bringing an end to a marriage shaped by ambition, distance, and the pressures of fame. Although their relationship had effectively ended, the divorce was not finalized until 1984. The financial settlement became one of Hollywood's most expensive at the time, quietly underscoring the emotional and personal cost of their long union. Despite the separation, Maggie Johnson remained a foundational presence in Eastwood's life. She had believed in his talent long before awards, box office success, and global recognition followed. While their marriage did not last, her early faith in him endured, forming an unspoken part of his personal history, one that shaped the man and artist he would become. Now, at 95, Clint Eastwood looks at the industry with quiet concern. When asked about Rob Reiner, his tone is measured, not hostile. He acknowledges Reiner's talent and early achievements, but he believes something essential has been lost, not just in one filmmaker, but in Hollywood itself. To Clint Eastwood, modern cinema favors certainty over curiosity. He believes storytelling has become lecturing, citing Rob Reiner as emblematic of a culture focused on moral authority rather than questions. "My job was never to tell people what to think," says Eastwood, "but to show them who they are." His concern isn't censorship, but the loss of creative freedom and honest challenge in filmmaking. In the end, Clint Eastwood's truth about Rob Reiner isn't an attack, it's a reflection. A quiet lament for an industry that once valued questions more than ready-made answers. For Clint Eastwood, cinema was never about being right, it was about being real. And at 95, that truth is all that matters. If this moved you, like, share, and keep these stories alive. Thanks for watching.